Is your sourdough starter a little sluggish? I want to give you some tips to make your starter super bubbly, healthy, and active so that you can bake the best bread ever. First, let's talk about what a healthy sourdough starter looks like. A mature sourdough starter will double in size within around 4 to 6 hours of feeding. You'll see bubbles on the side of the jar and a spongy, broken surface on top. That rise and those bubbles mean the yeast and bacteria are working in harmony. But what if that's not happening? Let's go through 5 ways to give your sourdough starter a little boost. The first one is stirring your starter. I swear by stirring your starter between feeds. Now, your starter doesn't actually need oxygen to survive. However, stirring moves the microbes around the jar because they can't move on their own and allows them to access food they couldn't normally get to. The second one is feeding it superfood. White flour can work fine, and it's how I've created my sourdough starters over the years. But a little rye flour can do wonders. It's like a superfood for sourdough. Swap in half rye flour at each feeding for a few days and you'll often see big improvements in activity. If you have access to freshly milled whole wheat flour, that can also help to boost the wild yeast in your jar. Thirdly, keep it warm. Sourdough doesn't love the cold. Aim to keep your starter somewhere around 24 degrees Celsius or 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything under 21 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit can slow everything down. If your kitchen is cold, try placing your starter in the oven with just the light on or near a warm appliance, or even in just a bowl of warm water. This works wonders. Number 4, feed it more often. If your starter is sluggish or even beginning to produce hooch, which is that liquid on top, it's a sign that your starter is hungry. And if it's hungry, it's not going to bubble and double. And number 5, lower the hydration. If your starter feels thin and watery, it can be hard to tell if it's actually bubbling. Try feeding it flour only, no water, for 1 or 2 feeds. This will stiffen the starter, making bubbles more visible and improving the structure. Once it thickens up, you can go back to regular feedings.